Hello friends, family, and community. Caroline here. I have linked the start time for this meditation. It'll probably be about 2 minutes in the description box if you want to skip ahead, but this week especially I'll ask that you listen to my rambles. If you expand the description box, you will find some links to offerings from Black wellness guides, community leaders, creators, artists, and asana instructors, movement leaders, all that magic stuff from Black people who I have admired from afar, engaged with in class, in real life, and I'll continue to keep those resources up to date as I meet people down the line or find people online, which is a beautiful way to find people nowadays. So that is there, and there's a link to my June blog post with additional moon content. Before it gets to all of that though, there are some words from my little brain on recent happenings and protests and rebellions, really. So mind yourself if that's something you're resting from, especially if you are a Black person or non-Black person of color who's not looking to engage with that right now and wanted just a safe space. Then I wanted to give you that content warning. On there are also some links for protest specific donation options and all of that stuff. So yeah, resources there, and I'll continue to update that as time goes along. Right now, as promised, and as what brought you here, we'll jump into our meditation. I said it was simply channeled, and that's because this morning, as I sat with cacao, I just felt called to rest in the beating of my heart, knowing that it beats the same as every human being. And while recent shifts and realizations in the broader collective require massive physical realized shifts, the spiritual body can find itself to be a grounded anchor of change, a catalyst for necessary action when moving as spirit, when moving from spirit, from love as love. And that's what this meditation intends to do, to bring you back to your heart and that subtle connection between us all. So if you would like, you can take a seat or rest comfortably, however you see fit, and begin to simply be with your breath. As always, we begin these meditations by taking the seat of the witness. I often envision myself sitting on a throne in my mind. It's not a grand throne of any sort, it's just sort of an invisible seat. And there's a little miniature version of the spirit that I feel pulsating through me, and the ego too, together intertwined, both sitting in that throne, just watching all that I am go by. So you can envision yourself, some semblance of yourself doing just that, sitting down, sitting back, and watching yourself go by. Take a few moments here and let your thoughts slow. Let your breath slow. Perhaps it deepens and fills you with a bit more prana, life. I'll ask you to shift your gaze, your mind's eye, inner gaze, to your heart. If it amplifies sensation, you can even bring a hand or two, a palm or two, to rest above your heart. In physicality, and marinate in that rhythm, that pulsating, your aliveness. Find some semblance of stillness as you do so. Let the heart beating, that subtle movement, be enough aliveness for you right here and right now. You can envision your heart beating in your chest, the blood circulating to and from, as if you have X-ray vision. You can see all the channels of your physical inner realms, arteries and veins, connective tissues. There's no need to put labels or anything, and though your blood has stories, though your connective tissue has etchings, more so from this lifetime in this body than any other, while your blood carries ancient songs, simply see yourself as you are now. Human, built from flesh and bone and blood. And there's love pulsating through you from your heart. There's a reason we feel love there. It is love that is our life force just as much as air. It is love that keeps us pulsating and moving through the grid, spiraling together. You can envision that love traveling through all that you are, and perhaps you send it to spaces that need a little more of that pure essence, straight from the heart. Perhaps your voice, if you feel called to speak up more. Perhaps your mind, if you would like to be more conscious in your waking state. Allow the beating of your heart to guide your breath in its dance, to guide all your being into a space of stillness and pure love, however that feels and appears to you in this moment. From here, I'll ask you to envision a loved one, whether here in our earth plane or beyond or to come. Envision their essence more so than their physical body, and realize that you're hugging. You're holding each other near. You may be holding hands. Your hearts might be together, chest to chest. And you can hear their heart singing. Now too, beating with yours. There's a harmony when these hearts come together purely. They harmonize. Their song is the same, which is the one carried to us by earth ancestors on wings wide and full of awe. Lean in. Hear this beating heart, this aliveness, this love from your loved one here or beyond. Allow yourself to marinate once more with others now included in that marination of sweetness, of subtleties, while resting and being in love. You are carried towards a space where community is all. Community is common unity. It is pulsating with love and security. It's built by the love spoken in the tongues of those who know the deepest trenches of this human life. They sing a spiraling hymn of love and security and hearts pressed together. And when you listen to the heart of another and how it can attune itself to yours, you realize we're all walking the same place. We're walking together, uplifting one another in love, as love. Towards a new earth, a new paradigm. And it's love pulsating all the way through that begins within each of us, our life force, our aliveness that will carry us there. Rest in your heartbeat, your breath, grounding, anchoring in that power, your humanity, for a few moments. Lean in and listen to your heart and the collective heart, to what you're being asked to do, how you're being asked to activate and expand and realign and shape-shift in these times. Ask your heart to guide you in the remainder of your day and night and all the days and weeks and months to come. In your heart and in your blood and in that connective tissue, arteries and veins, there are stories. And there are stories in other bodies too. They tell us that we are constantly evolving, that we are constantly shifting. And now is a time to create beyond what we know and can presently envision. We are being catapulted by love into something entirely unknown. And that mystery, that beauty, that is love too. Take the time now to either remain where you are and pause this video, or you might circle back somewhere. Or you can begin to find your way out of your meditative state. Proceed as you see fit. Personally, brain dump for me has been nice as of late, and some semblance of movement or somatic activation. Take time for yourself and remind those around you to take care. When we ground in the body and in the heart and in love, we can truly activate and create massive upheavals and change. Thank you for tuning in. Take care under these potent full moon skies. The strawberry moon is always one of realization of rather simple truths. Blessed be. Take care.